Right, okay, this is what you'll be getting on your Blackbird Givey wing rack system. Excuse the shaky cam. That's your top box. Well, that's what your top box bolts onto. That's called your top plate. Next to them is they bolt onto the top plate. You've got your two gull arms. That's what your panniers bolt onto. I'll show you that in a bit. That there, actually a supporting bracket that bolts onto the system and bolts onto your rear passenger handrail. And you've got the two little legs that bolt onto the exhaust hangers. You'll know what I mean when I show you what I'm doing. Plate, and I've got these two. The top, this bit here, goes onto the plate. It's pretty easy which way it goes, because if you have a look at it that way, the top box slides on that way and they go like that. So I'll put them on. Now, unless you are going to put this system on and leave it forever, I suggest you copper slip every nut and bolt, because once these go rusty, they're an absolute ball ache to get off. It's not hard to do. Just give it a little bit of copper slip. That's one side. I'll just tighten that up. When you're doing this, pull it as far apart as you can. The reason will show itself later on when you try and fit it to the bike. It just helps. Don't know what size it is, but it's an Allen system. That's a 13mm. There you go, that's just that up nipped. The next one, little bit of copper slip on the bolt. That goes in like that. Pull it as far that way as you can. Like I said, the reason will come clear later on. Just give that a quick nip up. So that's what you're looking at the moment. Okay. Next on the agenda is the arms that hold the boxes on, which is clutch side. This one, just like that, bolts on there. And this one obviously bolts on here. So I'm just going to do them up. Let me turn it around for you. So it actually goes just like that. Just like that. There you go. So, this is where we are up to now. Follows through, and it's nice and wide, the widest it can be. Right, next we've got the bottom arms. See how it's sit on the bike, the bike's facing that way. And let me just work it out. It's that way. Right, I'll try to do this so you can see what I'm doing. This one, they look the same but they're not. You'll figure it out. But they basically go this is unwieldy. Basically go in this jagged hole here and this hole here in there. That's how it bolts on. The tab goes up and out. This tab here, up and out. Right, let's get that bolted on. So you can see that, just for reference, there and there. Just do the same the other side. Okay, so you've got your arms on. So it should look something like that. Now you need your brace, which is the only bit left. Now this brace, these two tabs, these inner tabs, this one and this one, they actually bolt on to the handrail at the back of the bike for the passengers, you know, the passenger thing. That's where they bolt these two. So it gives you an idea where this sits. So let's get that on. So logically, if you have a look here, we've got round circly bits here and here. Have a look inside and you'll see a round circular bit towards the back. Therefore that shows you exactly where this lives. Take the bolts out. There's always one, isn't there? Right. So that sits on the bike, that goes there. This goes this way. So it sits on the bike like that. And this goes that way, in here. Look underneath, you'll see half moon here. That corresponds with a half moon there. And that's how it bolts on. I've got the half moon, 2 bolts on this side. I haven't got them on that side. Don't forget this, we've put as wide as possible. The reason for that is when you go to put it on a bike, you don't want to scratch the black plastic that's on running down the sides. So that fits there, just like that, all I'm going to do is loosen the 2 bolts on the top plate. Just loosen it enough so you're not stressing this area. There you go, easy done. So bolt these 2 up. These have got copper slip on, by the way. Bear with me. I know you can't see bugger all, but it's quite hard to do one-handed and to show you exactly what's going on. So the 2 half moons are these 2 bolts here. These 2 bolts here hold that on. So I'll just get them nipped up. Right, and that is this complete. That's it. So this bolts onto your exhaust hanger. You'll see it. These 2 bolt onto the passenger grab rail. That's it. The end. That's all that's holding this on.